All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
First carry here for Tony Pollard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap now to Ward. It's complete to Arcadia. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready, ready.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go.
No run here with Tajay Spears. He finds space for a few yards that time. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. This is Ridley working the right side. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 32 on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Right back to Ridley, caught again. And they stop him. He's marked down on that 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Off the play fake, here's Ward. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's a return from the 7. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
We go tonight.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
120.
Out of the shotgun. Gone. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Tosses that quickly out wide. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Titans in the dime, 3rd down, 6 DBs out there.
180. 14. 14. Turtles up.
Throw here, 3rd down. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 24 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Running it with David Montgomery. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
20.
Shotgun snap here to go. Into a crowd, and intercepted. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off. And the Titans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there instantly. As he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Carried by Spears to start the drive. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw, and as a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
Ward now on 3rd down. Got TK, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
1st and 10 here. Ward. Throwing the out route, complete. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some...
And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans parlay the interception into points. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Goff. Dumps it off to his running back. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Titans' 45-yard line.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They have second and pretty long here. In off to Gibbs from the gun. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a one-score game in the first half. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Okay,
Titans to the line now. First and 10.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
Spears trying this straight ahead. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Ward off the play fake. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, it's Ward. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Oh, really good punt here. Fair catch called for and made at the 8-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
180.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Hey, 76. 76.
On 1st down, it's gone. Hits his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Gibbs now from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Goff on 3rd. That one complete to St. Brown. This play's going to come to an end at the 27. 16 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Montgomery now up the middle. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Up pick up they go with Gibbs. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. The Lions with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? To the air on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So that brings up 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Tag! Bronco 80!
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's complete inside the 35. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans blow their lead just before halftime.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans double their lead to 14.
41-7.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Off to the air now. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. The LSU rookie with the pick. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. Spears out of the pistol here. They will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They get to Pollard from the gun. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. From the red zone on 1st. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Ready?
Spears. Can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That result right there probably takes the run out of the picture on 3rd and goal. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe this offense is looking at this at 4-down territory. This is where the fascinating mind games go.
This is 3rd and goal. Ward. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans boat racing them to the halftime locker room. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to drop plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And it'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Looking to throw. Gone. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 25. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions chop some of the lead off before the half. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Lions get it back to a 14-point game. Fox now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the set.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Come on, come on. Set. Cook, Dragon 60. Ready.
First down throw here for Ward. Escapes the pocket. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Lions will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making a one-score game before halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd 10. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready.
They'll stick with the ground game here. And they got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Start on the ground with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 35-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
1st and 10 from the 41. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that's good for a gain of 5. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Goff tosses that quickly out line, and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
We go. Yes, sir.
Goff off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the Titans rush is going to win this round. He ends up out of bounds, but it's behind the line. That is a sack. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Lions making the call for their field goal unit. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points and able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Spears running behind center. Has good room at the And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Throwing now on first down. Ward. Headed out right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Second and 10. Here's Ward to throw. Hits him on the out route. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third down. Here's Spears. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle. Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it, right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football, just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, yeah, a ton of yards.
And they make the tackle at the 38.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Ward now on third down. On the move, headed right. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Brian Branch has it. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Now gone. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's tackled for a short gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. It's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down.
From
the gun, gone. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Lions.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
180.
Gone. So Laporta again. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
180.
It's Gibbs on the carry. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Here we go. Second down. I'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He'll work against the blitz. He rolls to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
We go, come on! 180!
Running back, motioning right. Goff on third. Complete to St. Brown. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
All set now. First and 10.
We go!
On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. That's complete to St. Brown outright. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Four now.
They'll air it out on third. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. This from 40 on the right hash. A kick they needed, but it's no good as it sails too far right. And this will remain a 4-point game.
It's one of those game management situations, Kate, that people are going to question afterwards. Fourth quarter, down by that margin. Yeah, you could question whether you even should have brought the field goal team out. But now with that miss, there's going to be even more criticism.
First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Ward. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
Hold the ready.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and they netted some positive yards. I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Come on, come on.
He'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
19, Dragon 60.
He's back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. This is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. Look at this, 9 yards on a nice 1st down run.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the 4th. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis and run support.
And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Go.
They'll run here. It's Spears. They take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans now lead by 10. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. Going after tries good by Lutz. And the Titans drive their lead to 11.
Titans 35, Lions 24.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing is gone. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st down throw from Goff. Buys time, rolling right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's gone. Taking a chance to the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Third and long for him here. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Lions trailing by 11. Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they get to him and hold it down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Going all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans have likely locked up the win right there. One play after their defense makes a stand, Brock. This offense says thank you very much and hits the end zone for 6.
That's really what you like to see, Kate. Both sides of the ball capable of making big plays and stacking that momentum with each other. And you really like to see the offense was prepared to get out there. The call dialed in and ready to go, ready to strike when the opportunity presented itself.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Titans will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did for 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Here we go, Jack.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. The stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for short yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got...
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Goff from his end zone. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Big game downfield. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions make it an 11-point ball game.
42. Lions 31.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Titans look like they've recovered. Yep, and folks, this game is over. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the 1st quarter, 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the 4th.
And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
He works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. Now the Lions calling timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready,
Here he is on 3rd and short. Connection is made. Io Manor. And this one is over. The Titans get the 1st down, and that should finish off this victory for them. Detroit calls timeout. It's seconds. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready,
They're going to pass it here. Forced out to his right. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. From the red zone on first. And he's got it. It's in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So a timeout's taken. Just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game.
Here we go.
Again, Ward going to the air. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slate, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
So here in Nashville, the Titans come away with the win. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you, too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of. Yeah. Took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning. This offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are your winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.
High five! I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 5 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Nashville. The Titans at home to take on the Detroit Lions. And this is Alec Iomanner. He's one of the 4 verticals on this route, and it's a deep shot. They connect. It'll wind up as an 82-yard catch and run for the touchdown. The Titans move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. Why don't we go over to Charm City now, check in on the Ravens as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this is Trey Benson. He only needs a little bit of breathing room, and he knows what to do with it. The Ravens continue to have enough. They make it 5 straight wins to start the new year. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders taking on the Eagles. And this is Jalen Hurts. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports.